due date tomorrow, bang on, then you have to wonder, because when I put the box in, was she in a heat cycle? Probably not, maybe. Buck went in with the 8 does, and the 2 bucks had does, so we had a backup buck in there. And I let the cat in. I'm giving him so much trouble. But anyways, it's going to be interesting to see if Buck B got anyone. And we might be able to tell because Buck A has brown eyes and Buck B has blue eyes. But I don't know. Buck B was really fat, so I don't think he had much ability there. And Buck A was pretty effective. But those 2 bucks were buck buddies, and they didn't mind hanging out together with the dosey-dos. So I have no idea who the father is when it comes to these girls. But I did know some breeding happened. A lot of breeding happened. And I do know some girls are definitely looking less well-bred. So I can't wait to see the completed barn project. Oh my gosh. This has been a dream. A lasting dream. All right. Oh, that was a whoosh. Hi, friends. Hello. Hello. I'm here to see how we doing. Hi. Are we friends on today, Radagast? Are we friends on? Oh, okay, there's a cat sleeping with a goat. Good morning, eating frog. Oh, there's a goat. Oh, there's a great big cow poop. There's a whole bunch of milk on the stand. That doesn't make sense. Where'd that come from? Oh, Mac is looking a little labory. That's a weird sound. Someone's chewing. You 3 look so cozy. But look, oh, and there's a spare cat. All right, but look, it is sealed in here. We have a sealed barn. And we're gonna get this OSB out of here today and put the 3rd gate here. And once that's done, I can start pairing up my girls. So those 2 are my big question mark. Will they kid out? They look so wide, but they're so fat. This is rural Alberta. I would absolutely say this is country. Yes. Look at this shelf. He made me a shelf. All right. I don't know what I did, but he's been very nice. He's made me a very nice barn. So this is deep litter. If you guys are here often, you'll see I dump so much straw in here every day. These 2 sillies could actually be sleeping outside right now along the barn because it's warm enough. But they're having a nice time pooping in my barn, which is great. Seriously though, why is there milk on the stand? That's gross. I'm just gonna turn the camera around, do a little cleanup, and then we're gonna bring everyone their breakfast. How's that sound? Yeehaw. Okay, it is laundry day, so I'm wearing my favorite clothes one last time before changing out. Hooray! Here we go. We got to clean out the poop. Yes, we got to clean out the poop. Who's been pooping everywhere? Not even pooping looping. Not even pooping looping. Girls. What's up? Someone's being very noisy under the milk stand. The milk on the stand is weird. That is very weird. Was someone just like nursing a goat? Is a baby goat getting some extra deliciousness? What's up here? I don't understand. Oh, hi. Hi, girl. Everywhere. It really is manageable. how add difficulty. I think you guys really liked your garden, hey? Hey, get out of there, Tilly! You're funny. You're so funny. Why are you peeing in the garden? Go pee outside. Oh. Oh, Giselle. Like a gallon of pee on the floor. It's so fluffy in here, though. Goodness, look at that. Very, very nice. So, gotta remove our trooping hazards. I gotta get you some breakfast. I do. We got hungry animals. Yes, we do. Hungry, hungry. Hungry, hungry. Oh, yes, we do. Are you really yelling at me, Vixie? What's the problem? What's the problem? Why are you screaming? You know, I don't have to leave the giant cow poop in here. I'm allowed to put that outside. Yeah. There's no rule about keeping 5 pounds of cow poo. No rule that I know. Tilly, quit it! Stop it! There's nothing in there. I didn't bring treats, okay? You mad at taking care of your sis? You're such a good sister. Oh. very cheerful animals. So we're going to do 2 steps this morning. I'm going to take the OSB scrap and stack it in the wheelbarrow, and then I'm going to be filling the barn with hay. Straw, straw, straw. Straw and hay are not the same thing. My brain can't handle that fact. Straw. Because, you know, milking will be last. Friday, that's rude. You're shocking people. Stop it. All right. Yes. So let's just get a view of the door where everyone's hiding out for their breakfast. Oh no. Well, okay, so this is tools. I can run this to the garage, and the wood I can wheelbarrow. Some of it's going to be useful, and some of it is not going to be useful. So we'll do like tiny little pieces and then the big ones. Look at that. Let's go. Let's clean out the barn. And then it'll be a goat-friendly zone. Whoa. pretty out there. Goodness gracious. Okay. You know I love that green bucket. I realize my husband is still working in here, so it's gonna be a little choked. Hi Phil, sorry. I put all your stuff on the workbench because I wanted to collect all the scrap OSB and throw it in the fire pit. And yeah, anything small will go in the fire pit, and the big pieces I'll drop off at the garage. Give me a like on the stream if you're okay with that. Good morning, Phil. Good morning, Dylan. Good morning, everyone. Hello, hello. Thank you for the likes. Really, I do appreciate everyone that is keeping me company in the morning. I was explaining to Phil the other day, why doesn't everyone have animals? Why are farmers so cagey? And it's because when you're doing chores, it's really nice to have people to talk to. I think a lot of farm families are so big because then you didn't have to be lonely going out and playing in the poop and the pee and the mess. So being able to live stream makes this definitely not lonely and very rewarding. Just having company, really. If all that YouTube does for me is gives me some companionship while I'm upgrading 100-year-old barn systems. And mind you, we're not doing it like the British people where it's absolutely perfect. We're doing it for functionality and usability. 2025. There's a router in a 100-year-old barn. Okay? It's pretty cool. Oh, is that a heart? Thank you, Phil. Like I said, I thought you'd be mad that I put all your tools on the edge because I know you gotta get back in here. And if you're missing your favorite piece of wood, Phil, just check in the fire pit because that's where they're all going. To the fire pit. Pit of despair. Right. Oh my. Look at this. Look at all my trash. I'm not throwing out the brushes. They're just holding on to my grooming. Yes. Okay. Who's pooping on the stand? I just wiped that off. Girl. That's not very ladylike, you know. Alright. Golden wipes for deep litter. I don't know. Okay. This is small. Maybe useful. Maybe not. Not for me to decide. That's for people higher pay grade. Alright. See, I gotta feel special lifting tiny pieces of OSB. Look, I'm so strong. Woo. My husband's ever had to do for me. Custom cut around these very old beams. We did it. Over spring break, you guys. Getting rid of all the straw that I'm putting in during the winter. Yes. Right. How are we doing, stream? Goodness, 48 people here. What is going on? Good morning. Our barn has walls, and we're putting away the extra parts. If you just got here, welcome to Starling Acres. We're taking 100-year-old buildings and making them functional, apparently. Hey! My sweater does not go on the ground. Tonks. I disapprove of your choice, Tonks. Don't be like that. Don't do that. Nobody likes you when you do that. Okay? I'm so excited. We're going to have a nice little kidding stall just in time for baby goats go ba 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 ba. Yep. Get this out. Get this out. Get this out. I any of you watch like the cleaning videos, cleaning TikTok, you're dying looking at how dirty your barn is. But I promise, they're fine. You stack the straw on top of the peep, and then start on top of the peep. No. Oh boy. And it keeps them nice and warm. I have to laugh though because whenever people talk about deep litter, they all seem to forget the part where, yeah, that's kind of gross. They're like, oh yeah, deep litter is so good. I'm like, okay, yeah, but you know what we're doing, right? That's why you want to keep your animals on a good deworming schedule. Yes. Yes. It'd be very special, sort of. HE double hockey sticks, would it not? So, boom. Alright, we got big boy coming up. Big boy. Yeah, good luck wheelbarrowing this one. Alright, we're getting there. My 14-year-old and I are going to have a mini celebration because we're going to be like, look, we can actually get in all the stalls. Okay, what now? Whoa! Alright, just a little bit of fluffing, see if I can find any more of this nonsense. Yeah, look at that. Woohoo! Yeehaw. Oh, there's a little one. Tiny piece of poop. Alright. Yeah, this stall is awesome. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, so quick update. I'm going to be taking my bin of wood out. Hello Vikram, good morning, how's it going? Thank you for 4 likes on the stream, everyone. Yes, all my kids, my 2 middles actually, are hockey heroes. So for Christmas, my mom bought me a sweater I'd been dreaming of for years. And now I finally can be cool when I go to their hockey games. Instead of just being, hi, Tilly, can you tell, I'm a little excited about people in the barn. That's why I'm so yappy, I'm sorry. Can you tell them a story? Can you tell my friends a story? Please? Please? No? All right. Excuse me. feel like I need to rename my streams things I do poorly because I'm very stubborn. So, just in case you were wondering what you're missing staying in the barn. Tilly is so good. She's hilarious. I hope we get to keep her forever and ever. Okay. But yes, so the really cool thing is when you do stuff on your own property, you don't have to follow rules about carefully moving material, so you can very quickly get things done. However, that means I need very large gates to get my OSB to the garage. So I'll be back shortly. Keep an eye on my goats for me, please. Okay, okay. We can do this. This isn't stupid. This will work. This will work. Oh, this will work. This will work. This is working. Oh. No. Okay. am acutely aware that this kind of beautiful morning is very short-lived, okay? So I'm going back to work soon from my maternity leave. I'm a teacher, so I'm gonna have to get up and do all my chores before the sunrise. And that is so sad. I'm going to miss a lifetime's worth of winter sunrises. This would be the first year that I've gotten to experience this. Oh my goodness, it is a blessing, and I'm so glad I'm live streaming it, because I know for the next 30 years while I'm teaching, I'm gonna miss this. I'll still have the animals, I'll still have the family and God's blessings with that, but this is incredible. So like the weekends, we're gonna have to have lazy late weekends in the winter, because you cannot bottle this up. This does not happen, guys. It's like the morning light is kissing your face. It feels amazing. And today it's like 0 degrees out. It's absolutely beautiful. These animals are having a very happy life right now. They get to be here. They get to have as much food as they want to eat. They have lots of friends and some humans that are gonna do everything they can to make them super comfortable. Oh, Dylan, it's so beautiful. Get outside. Get some morning light on your eyes. Okay, now I'm starting to get a little bit, what's it called? Huberman Labs on you, but just come on. You gotta stop and appreciate where you're at, because life is short. All right, I need like another 8 buckets. And then we got some goats to melt. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Up and over. Boom. Woo! Pretty out. Okay. Up and over. Let's go. Let's go. Are you giving your mommy love? I know she loves your love hugs. Yes, she does. Nicely. I know. What? I'm covered in straw. That's okay. Are you flirting with the bigger girl? Yeah, she's not impressed. Oh. He's really bugging you, hey? I think he likes your daughter. Is that what you did? Are you defending his little girl? Come here. So we'll do 3 more of these and then we'll head back into the barn to milk our 3 does that are still producing. Thank you very much for 9 likes on the stream. I hope everyone's having a beautiful morning. And man, that train is so awesome. Oh gosh, yeah, let's just take a peek. Yeah, they're eating there too, but look. Can you see that? That is the train. And then here, we've got the llama eating over there. Oh, we've got the goats. Uh-oh, did I? Oh, out of battery. I'll tell you what, if I ever get this channel monetized, I'll get a proper gimbal that doesn't do that, because this one is old. This is an old gimbal now. There's been like 5 generations since I got this one. So, maybe for my birthday. Maybe we'll get a gimbal. Maybe. And my camera will follow. How's that sound? 3 more minutes. Move. Move. push Penny. She's a nice girl. Giselle. I saw that. That's not friendly. Cow. That cow. All right, my friends, I see 2 options left for our level of time, creativity, and get-to-itness for the remainder of the Christmas season. And remember, my husband might say, no, I'm done. Too much, give me a break. But the last 2 things that we can choose from are dropping the ceiling in the garage with OSB and stuffing the attic with wool properly to get some good insulation. Or I can get my husband to make a shelter for the cow and the llama. I mean, I can try and do it. We'll see how it goes. So they can stay in the center pen and stop pooping in my barn all the freaking time. Because I'm going to hit my head on the ceiling of the barn if I continue stacking 8 buckets of hay every single day to cover Maisie's gallon of urine and her big flops. So I'm gonna do a Q&A in the chat and we have to decide, okay? Oh, maybe I don't know how. Let's try. Last Christmas break project. Pallet cow shelter or OSB insulation for garage. Okay, done. Stick that. I don't want to drop it. Is that really going to stay on my face? All right, fine. That's weird. Cool. What I'll do when I'm back to teaching, these goats are doe, nanny. These are mostly does. I'm going to do live streams when I'm teaching, but I'm not going to get the sunrise because I'll have to do the live streams when it's still dark outside. But I will continue to live stream because, like I was saying earlier, the whole thing is a lot more fun when you have friends. But yeah, we got enough vim and vigor before I become a grumpy teacher to do one more project. 1 month left, and then all the systems need to run. So, what do we think? Insulate the garage so I can put my school-age children in there to take a break, maybe set up a projector so they can have fun movie nights, work out in our home gym, get some sweet games, or do we make a shelter for the animals? Or do I keep adding tons of hay to cover all their poop? We have lots of things. The only constraint is time and money. If you can account for time and money, anything is possible. Time is the easy and hard one, isn't it? Fresh straw. Fresh, fresh, fresh. Fresh, 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 fresh. Yeah, I would probably need to do the barn once a week instead of every other day if I had the cow and the llama in a different enclosure. This is silly and stinky. But good. So, what do we think, chat? Get your garage insulated. Thank you. I appreciate that. They're getting silly. So it's time to catch the milk does and get to work on that part of it. So here we go. I didn't bring my tripod, but I can use a bucket as a tripod. This is how the high quality YouTubers set things up. Just use your bucket as a tripod. Look at that. Amazing. Oh, and that's all of it. So we'll just try again. Okay. I'll end the question soon, I promise. But you have no milk. Dude, get out of here. You're done. Dosey dos. What you dosey do? Dosey do. How's your milk? Oh, milk, yeah. Soon you are going to be my milk. Hi. I think Cupcake's gonna have babies. Cupcake's got that feel of butter. Okay. So who? Cupcake? Alright. Cupcake, Vixie, Mac, and Frosting, Duchess, Queenie, Dottie. Okay, let's try that again. Cupcake, Queenie, Mac, and Frosting, Duchess, Queenie, Dottie. And Honeysuckle, that's what you can eat. And then we have our February crew, which is smaller, but still significant. Hello. Hello. Do you mind if I check your ligaments? Can I take a peek? Can have more babies in it. Okay, it's very soft though. Where is Frosting? Oh, yeah, she's still doing the waddle. Oh boy. Frosting! Frosting! Hi! I'm here. Yeah, I think that's gotta be Vixie. She's gonna go soon. Vixie is gonna go soon. Alright. Thank you, everyone. I'll end the chat here and I'll milk some goats. Not the chat, the Q&A. I think you're funny when you have to put a bucket underneath one of your goats to milk. Yeah, I've got a couple of goats who just can't even tolerate me. Most of them don't mind. I was just checking udders, and Mac's udder is not as big as I thought. Same with Frosting. But Vixie, she's almost out of time. So she's due tomorrow. And then I've got a crew of about, I counted 8 does that are about to go. So I say about, you know, when it comes to babies, babies always come when they want to come, not when you expect them. And I really need some more milk, so I'm being a little pushy with them. I'm like, hey girls, let me check your udder. And they're like, are you kidding? You checked it yesterday. Fine. Just want to have some nice relaxing time. This is such a nice barn. I'm going to send my kids to go play in the barn. Like, never mind. Just hang out in the barn. It's nice in there. Yes, Thomas? Wow, funny. Oh my goodness, Bunny. You're wonderful. Look at that. I'm so happy we stuck it out with you. What's not to love? She stands, the milk's down. She's chill. She only kicked me once in the nose today, and she actually makes milk. It's a win. New Year's babies. I think so. I think so. All right, my dear. You did wonderfully well. Just so you know. You did wonderfully well. Yes, you did. All right, my dear. Come on down. Betty, what are you doing? Hi, girl. Hello. Who's next? Hello. Hello. Chrissy, are you in here? Chrissy. No Chrissy. There's no cheeseburger with Mom, so that's good. Hello. Hello. Why, hello. Penny, Princess Penny. Hey, you be nice to Penny. No, almost. You be nice. It's okay, Penny. You're beautiful. It's okay. Come on. I won't let her get you, okay? I will protect you from Bunny. Bunny will not get you. No. Okay, ready for upper? 1, 2, 3. Oh, good girl. Look, I got the fluffy ball. Got the fluffy ball. Is it here? Okay. Okay, Bunny, my best girl in the herd. Yes, my best milk girl. Out you go. Thank you. My son appreciates you. Trying to get my baby boy, Diggory Doo, to drink goat milk. So, okay, let's see how we do it. Penny, are you flirting with the camera? Are you saying hi? I'm a pretty girl. I'm a pretty goat girl. Yes, you are. You're a very pretty girl. Yes, you are. Okay, all right. Could you be calm, please? Stand on the bucket. Goat, stand on the bucket. Hey, the bucket's here. Go, girl. The bucket needs to go under your tummy, like this, okay? Yeah, like that. Fine. This is important. Very important. Okay, this is Bunny's milk, so please don't drink it, right? Just be nice. Be nice, girl. Excuse you. Excuse you. Excuse you. We're not done yet. No. No, we're not. Almost there. Almost there. Penny! Alright. She needs to be dried off soon. Very soon, yes. But the problem is I really have only 3 goats making any milk at all. And if I dry her off, which she would love, then we'll be down to no goats. Two goats. And Chrissy is also acting like she's over it. So I don't know what to do. Chrissy! Hi, Chrissy! Can I milk, please? Can I milk, please? Can I milk, please? Oh, come on, Chrissy. Don't make me chase you. Chrissy! Chrissy! Cupcake. Cupcake's doing the buck face at me and I don't know why. Come on. Come on, Chrissy. Let's go. Is Chrissy in heat? Yeah, I got a strange mystery here. The cat took me out by the milk pail for some reason. It's so weird. It's so weird. Okay, what are you doing? Up. Come on, up. Chrissy, up. Go. Up. Thank you. Quick check-in. I said 8 goats putting out. It's actually 9, so I didn't count Minnie. And I have to count Minnie because she's also a goat. She's just a bad goat. So when she looks like she's ready to go, gets isolated. And she's a trampler. Yeah, she is. So, I'm going to have to see how she does. Really, her genes aren't exactly what we want in the herd either. So, we might have to make some culling decisions. Don't sit on me. Stop it. You know, you could actually use your own feet. You could. You don't have to sit on me. You're so strong. Okay? You don't have to sit on me. You could use your own body as a tool. Could you stop, Chrissy? You know, I really don't feel like hobbling you, but you're making an argument for hobbles, so stop it. Okay. Don't kick the milk. Don't kick the milk, please. Don't kick the milk. Don't kick the milk. Don't kick the milk. Don't kick the milk. No. Chrissy, come on, come on. Oh my gosh, stop it! Oh my gosh. Yeah, I really need to dry off Chrissy and Penny, which would leave me with 1 goat and milk, which would give me 1 cup of milk a day. And that is very sad. I don't think I can do that. Help me with my management. What am I going to do? We're out of milk. Ooh. and they're all due tomorrow. So I should have fresh milk pouring from the ceiling. I should, right? Why do I have all these milk goats? Because we like milk. Okay, before we end the stream today, I must take you for one last tour of the beautiful barn, because as much as I'd like to take credit for this, it was my husband's efforts that got us here. So, goat girls in their 100-year-old barn that is insulated with OSB from floor to ceiling. Okay, we have a private milking stall that is going to turn into our kidding pen because it's right under the heater. So our kid goats will be in here. And a second stall for kidding. And a third stall for kidding. It just needs a door. We have a shelf for holding things. The milk stand, all it needs is separators so the goats stop fighting with me. All right. I get kicked a lot on the big milk stand because they have too much latitude with their feet. So that's a to-do. And you go around the corner. We've got a lounging area for our does without babies at present who continue to be pregnant. All right, so what do we have? A well-insulated barn. With infinite time to fiddle, I would paint the OSB white. I don't see that happening. It is perfect for its job as is. And the cool thing is it's got a nice hay loft, so if we ever find ourselves in possession of a small square baler, we can bale our own small squares and stop pitching giant hay. Beautiful loft. Good place. All right. I don't know if that was a very good conclusion to the stream, but why don't we go check on the chickens and wrap it up there. Okay. Oh, yeah. So the teenager goats, as you know, have figured out the infinite hay hack, right? So like video games have hacks. Infinite hay hack is they can get out of the pen and eat as much as they want. So that's very good. Hopefully they stop being so short. And you guys have your water. That makes me happy. This water is very good for our 21 chickens or whatever it is. That lasts 2 days and it's heated. So that's been a real positive addition. Okay, so we got 5, 6, 7, 8 eggs, which is totally what we need for breakfast. And they are not frozen. So let's go stick them in my pocket. Dylan, thank you. If I encourage anyone to go outside, I will consider myself to have done good for the world today. Okay, and I'm gonna get my son to empty another sack of feed in there. It is looking a little on the lean side. We can mix some of our barley and triticale. But yeah, this was really fun too. We covered the insulation in here with scrap wood, and that kind of looks like a sauna, but really it's just a chicken coop. Yeah, you guys, we got to get some straw in here and in your nest boxes, and then we're laughing. So I got a pocket full of eggs and a bucket with a very small amount of milk. I'll call this morning a success. Thank you everyone for joining me on the stream today. We'll be back tomorrow in the morning doing something very similar. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you again. And if I said that like 4 times, I'm sorry for the cringe.